Okay, I thought maybe I need to... Okay, this is... What exactly? Jesus H. Christ, what the fuck? Hello everyone, my name's Casey and welcome to my review for Kingdoms Reborn. Kingdoms Reborn is an early access city building game developed by Earthshine and released on Steam on November 3rd of 2020. You know, this game scratches a very particular itch that I've had for quite some time. While I've been a fan of the Age of Empire games for a while now, I've always wished that there was a version of the game that didn't focus around building a massive military and conquering others, and instead let you hash out the details and logistics of building your massive empire and catering to your people. That's where Kingdoms Reborn kind of enters the stage. In Kingdoms Reborn, you won't find massive queues of soldiers waiting to be pumped out. Instead, it's all about the food, and warmth, and job quality, and housing needs, and viable farmland, and medicine, and well, the list just keeps going on and on. The game tasks you with starting a small civilization and letting it bloom into a full-blown metropolis, or you'll let everyone starve to death and cannibalize one another. This game can be pretty challenging, like surprisingly so, but at no point does it ever feel unfair. Usually you can trace your steps back and realize, wow, I've been gaining a ton of immigrants, yet I've done nothing recently to better my farmland or expand production, which of course will lead to various issues. Now I know I'm kind of going hard on the starvation side of things, but at least in my experiences, this was the largest learning curve that I was presented with. Your citizens eat a lot, and until you figure out just how to balance your farming with gathering other resources, it'll likely be a rough time. But enough about that. How exactly is this game? Well, you start off each game by building a procedurally generated world and selecting a small chunk of land for your new town's home base of operation, or your town center. From there, you'll plant farms, build houses, and just keep up with the demands of your citizens. Along the way, you'll earn gold and influence, which will allow you to claim new provinces and expand your city's borders. As your city grows, you'll be able to research new technologies that will help give your city the edge it needs to thrive, unlocking new forms of plantation, roadwork, buildings, infrastructure, and much, much more. Happiness is also in the equation here. You'll have to ensure there's plenty of taverns and theaters and a nice variety of food and comfortable living conditions. If you can manage all of these different aspects, you'll be rewarded with a massive, thriving civilization that can take on even the harshest of winters. One of my favorite features in Kingdoms Reborn is that it's multiplayer. So you and several friends can all load up the same procedurally generated world, claim different stakes of land, and start building your own cities alongside your friends. It's oddly satisfying to scroll over once in a while and just to see how your friends are holding up. And if you want to be nice, you can even send support and help by trading through the world market. It's entirely up to those who play if they want to be friendly diplomats or aggressive dictators. Either way, you're more than likely in for a good time with your friends. Don't get me wrong though, while this game is a blast, there are some shortcomings that hopefully can be chalked up to the game's status as early access. Currently, the game is pretty poorly optimized. While it has gotten better over time, it's still far from ideal. As your cities grow, the performance will slowly but surely get worse and worse, until you're waiting to see things pop into place as you scroll along. This isn't too bad, as it usually takes quite massive cities before the game really starts to chug, at least from my experience. Another small gripe that I have is the zoom level. There's two stages of detail when you zoom in and out in Kingdoms Reborn. The first half shows all your city's detail and citizens, letting you see exactly what's going on within your borders. And if you continue to zoom out, you'll be taken to the second stage of detail. Here you'll see less detail, but more of the massive map. My issue lies in the minute, as I wish you could zoom out a little further without losing the detail of your city. While the town becomes so big, at a certain point you can feel rather congested or claustrophobic, but in order to zoom out enough to alleviate that, you'll lose all the detail of your city and enter the world view map. Again, this is just a little complaint that I'm not positive will affect others the way it has me, but I thought I'd mention it nonetheless. It's nice to play a city building game set in the medieval era without the fear of constant attack or assault, but I do have to say having a separate mode that offers some sort of military or combat would be nice. Perhaps it's planned down the road in the development cycle of this game, as there is currently both Archer Barracks and Knight Barracks, which currently just supply the town with science points that you can put towards unlocking new tech. It just seems a little weird to have these in the game, but yet you never actually see a Knight or Archer in action. Like I said, maybe it'll come in the future, but it's far from a deal breaker, as the lack of combat really does make this game stand out a bit more to me. The objective to win, instead of destroying your opponents, is to garner the most wealth you can. 500,000 gold to be particular. You do that and you win it all. It sounds quick and easy, but I assure you, it's not. Kingdoms Reborn has the perfect balance of challenge and micromanagement without losing sight of fun. I'm not going to sit here and tell you all about how hardcore I am into city building games, because I'm not really. This is a relatively new genre I've discovered a love for. Growing up, the closest I ever got to a game like this was Roller Coaster Tycoon 2, so it's nice that this game can somehow keep its edge on the hardcore city builder side of things, while also being surprisingly newcomer welcoming. Sure, this game is a bit rough around some of its edges, but I've never encountered anything that I would consider game-breaking, or even severely annoying. The game is fun, and it will devour your time if you let it. I personally can't wait to see what the future holds for Kingdoms Reborn, and I hope that you enjoyed this review. If you have, be sure to click that thumbs up button and subscribe for more. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Take care, everyone.